All right, it's me, Miles David, back again to let you know about some of the most interesting first round matches at this year's Australian Open. I get you tuned into tennis, that is my job. Do not forget to like, share, and save this video if you're interested in tennis because, like I said, I get you tuned in. This is what I do, so just follow along. In this video, we'll be talking about the ATP Tour matchups that I find most interesting in the first round of the Australian Open. Oh, which reminds me that the ESPN family of networks, that means ESPN, ESPN2, and ESPN Plus, are going to be your best bet to tune into the tennis over the next 2 weeks in Australia. Even if you have to go to ESPN Plus and give them that $7.99 or whatever, do it. It's worth it for the next 2 weeks. You can delete it after January because you're not going to be seeing tennis on ESPN until like July. Don't tell them I told you that, but it's the truth. Anyway, let's get into the matches. I don't have that much time because it is Saturday. There's a drink somewhere with my name on it, and between me and you, I love a margarita. So let's do it. All right, first matchup, Frances Tiafoe versus Borna Coric. I'm putting this match first because as I look down at my watch, it actually starts in roughly a couple of hours Melbourne time. This match could get interesting because Tiafoe and Coric haven't played on the tour since 2018 and both have accomplished quite a bit since then. So we can throw out any of their past meetings and expect this one to be a fresh matchup. Tiafoe is in the top 20. Coric is just outside of it, making him unseeded and was always going to be a dangerous player for anybody to face in the first round. The things could get tight because both of them can really hang from the baseline. Tiafoe is a little bit more dynamic with his shot selection and coming to the net, and Coric is as steady as I don't know what from the baseline. Make sure to circle that matchup and watch that one. Next up, we have American sensation Ben Shelton. If you're a Florida Gators fan, you should definitely know that name because he's making a big splash in men's tennis right now. He just got to the semifinals of the US Open. He's defending quarterfinal points at this year's Australian Open. He comes up against a very stern first round test in Roberto Bautista Agut. Bautista Agut is always a tough out. He's one of the steadiest players on tour. He gives you nothing to work with. And Shelton should make that match an interesting one, but it could get tough, like I said, because Bautista Agut gives you nothing. So if he's very steady and Shelton's having a tough day from the baseline, things could get tight. All right, coming in with the next one, we have Matteo Berrettini versus Stefanos Tsitsipas, a matchup of strong faces. I definitely think this is one of the most highly anticipated first round matches when the draw came out. Berrettini is unseeded. He's definitely been having his share of injury concerns over the past season. And Tsitsipas, former finalist last year, has not tapped into the highest level of tennis that some people feel is out there for him. So it's a slippery match. I am not sure who I want to make the winner. Part of me leans Berrettini because I've seen him play great in Australia, but Tsitsipas has played great in Australia as well. Both of them have a little bit of something to prove. Definitely could get tight. Another interesting matchup is Alex De Minaur versus Milos Raonic. Alex De Minaur just cracked the top 10. He loves playing in Australia as an Australian himself. He has a lot of energy and brings great movement to the court. And then there's Milos Raonic, who is admittedly probably not in his prime. If you are a Milos Raonic fan, please go out and support him or watch him because who knows how many more years he has on the tour. But he has a massive weapon in his serve. De Minaur is a great returner. It'll be interesting to see who wins the battle of that. My tennis brain leans towards De Minaur, but Milos Raonic has a lot of experience, and with a serve like that, who knows? Definitely give that match a watch. Last but not least, we have Felix Auger-Aliassime, somebody I'm kind of partial to because I like his game, versus someone else I'm partial to because I want his game to get back in Dominic Thiem. This is a matchup of two players that desperately need wins. Felix Auger-Aliassime did not start off this season with a great showing in Auckland, and Dominic Thiem lost to Rafael Nadal in Brisbane. So the tides are low on both of them, but I eventually feel like one of them is going to find their way out of the rut. Well, I hope. Not really sure how to call this match. Hoping for a Felix win, but wanting to see Thiem play well. I'll keep my eyes on it, but maybe one eye might be closed because it could get ugly. All right, there you have it. Hopefully I've given you something to look forward to in the first couple of days of the Australian Open. Like I said at the beginning of the video, tune into tennis with me. Ask me your questions, engage on social media. This is the sport I love. I want you to love it just as much as I do. And we can get tuned in together. All right, until next time, drop some ideas of what you want to see from me in the comments, and we'll talk soon. Bye.